There we go. Hello. Hello. I just turn up a little bit so I can hear both myself and the music to make sure that the audio is good. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, no, we should be good. I just need to keep desktop audio muted and we should be good. We're playing Master Detective Archives Raincoat again because some of the DLC has dropped. Quite a few of them, actually. How do you get to the DLC? How to start game? Select chapter? No, this is all the main game. Shoot Gab. How do you start the DLC? How do you start the DLC? I have the DLC. One moment. I'm just gonna go to camera because I'm going into the Nintendo eShop right now to try and figure out what the dealio is. Because I have it all. Season Pass. So I should have all the rest of the DLC, right? Yeah? Yeah. Everything's purchased. So what about that? It says re-download. So the first one is Desuhiko. Then there's Fubuki. And then Halara's came out as well. So what about that? Yeah. Okay, so I suppose I'll just close the software, let it download a bit, and then try and relaunch it again. I don't know how to start the DLC. That's a problem. I'm just gonna turn music on for now because I'm waiting for this to finish. It shouldn't take too long. Really shouldn't. Also, should I trim the beard? Should I trim it? I feel like it's getting too long. Like I can get my finger lost in my beard. I feel like it's too long. Maybe it's just me though. I don't know. So we're just waiting for Raincoat to finish downloading all the DLC, even though it should have already done that. And maybe I'm just dumb and don't know how to start the DLC. I don't know. I have no idea. I will say the artwork for the cover of Raincoat is extremely interesting because, oh, there it goes. It finished downloading again. Hey BB, how you doing? Welcome in. Doki is beautiful. Love Doki is life. Worship Doki. I don't know about worshipping me. I don't know about any of that. I don't know about any of that. But I appreciate you regardless. Okay, cool. How to play the DLC. Ah, now there's a sub-stories menu. That wasn't there before. There we go, so we got the DLC now. Oh, as annoying as Desuhiko is, we gotta start with his, because his was first. The Phantom Thief, nine-tailed cat appears. Can the free-spirited superstar, the detective charisma himself, Desuhiko, catch the enigmatic and unidentified Phantom Thief? Stay tuned for Charisma Killed the Cat. game. Only autosave is enabled for sub-stories. Okay. Fair enough. Takes minutes to load, doesn't it? There we go. Back in Kanai Ward, huh? The Cassiopeia necklace is mine from the nine-tailed cat.
Damn it! Again! Next time you won't be so lucky! I'll catch you the first chance I get!
Yeah, will ya? Charisma killed the cat. His beanie's waterproof and cost him several months' pay. Oh, hey.
The Phantom Thief
Yako.
Nine-Tailed Cat returns, huh? Jewelry on display in the gemstone exhibit hosted by Amaterasu Corporation was stolen late last night. Peacekeepers declared the culprit is serial thief Nine-Tailed Cat. The investigation should yield an arrest soon.
They're so full of crap about arresting this guy. They have no idea how to deal with this.
The newspapers are Amaterasu's lapdogs anyway. They're not going to talk about how the thief managed to escape. The Nine-Tailed Cat has been famous in this town for as long as I can remember. They're set to steal their target without hurting anyone, and they always leave behind their signature card. The great thief who appears out of nowhere and vanishes without a trace. No one knows a thing about their identity. They've been stealing expensive stuff from Amaterasu ever since they took control of this town. From what I heard, all the stolen goods are sold or donated to hospitals and other welfare facilities.
So what, they're Robin Hood or something? I don't like it one bit.
Everyone in town is a fan of the cat. Think about it. They're up against the Peacekeepers. It's obvious why everybody supports them.
Hey, what kind of detective talks like that? I'm disappointed in you, Chief.
I'm not.
Thieves and detectives are natural enemies. Cat, dog, I don't care. A criminal's a criminal.
When did you get all self-righteous about justice?
Justice? This is about pride. What's the big deal anyway? The newspaper hasn't written a single thing about me. I mean, I'm the ultimate charismatic superstar detective.
Unfortunately for you, the cat is way more popular and famous than you are.
Damn it. This is humiliating. It's all your fault, Chief.
Huh? Why me?
It's because you let these criminals roam around scot-free that this cat guy has grown so brazen.
Well, I suppose you have a point there. But we've never received a single request to catch the cat. And if no one's hired us, then it's not our job to get out there.
Nonsense. That's a coward's excuse.
Say what you want, but don't go looking for trouble for no good reason. Even
Well,
this
that's
art
exactly
gallery
what we're
case
gonna
wasn't
do.
a formal request.
A girl I met at a cafe works at the art gallery and told me something interesting. They say the cat's gonna appear at the gemstone exhibit. The Peacekeepers working security are all on edge. So I promised her that if the thief really appeared, I'd catch him. At this rate, I'm gonna look like a liar.
What do you expect me to do?
You're just gonna let the cat roam free?
Leave a cat alone and it won't scratch you. You
Sure.
should really let it go. This thief isn't someone we can do anything about. Besides, they're a phantom thief who's never been caught by the Peacekeepers and continues to toy with them.
You are such a useless chief, you know that? Fine. I'll hatch my own plan to catch the cat. And you better believe all the credit will be mine and mine alone.
Hey, wait!
He ain't gonna listen to you.
Jeez. I hope he doesn't get into trouble.
He will. Well, I guess we will. So we're controlling Desuhiko. In his big backpack.
Still, this phantom thief appears out of nowhere. How do I catch him? I should gather information about the nine-tailed cat around here. With that many tails, I'm sure I'll grab at least one. All right, time to ask everybody about the nine-tailed cat.
You can't ask them. So silly, all I can see is his backpack.
I heard the nine-tailed cat reappeared.
The stolen Cassiopeia necklace is said to be worth 100 million yen.
That much? I'm certain it's already been sold and the money donated to an orphanage. I wish I could have gotten some of that cash.
This reminds me that a few years back, someone wanted to donate some money at the hospital where my mom works. They just dropped off 10 million yen and left. People are saying they think that was a nine-tailed cat.
Really? What else? What did they look like?
Who are you?
Just keep going.
What they looked like? Well, the donor wore a hood way over their head, so nobody got a good look at their face. That being said, some think the donor's hair and eyes were a burning red color.
Red hair and eyes. That's fantastic info. Thanks. Next time, I'll invite you backstage.
You fucking weirdo.
That's nice.
Yeah, bad.
Just my time.
Honest, honest. Congratulations on being first, Naira. How are you doing? I love that that's your thing now. You just come in with the unis honest.
Well,
Alive, yeah.
then...
Die. She just goes and tells Desuhiko to die. Like, damn. Listen, I don't blame you, lady. Desuhiko's a creep. I get it. Alright, are they in the building? No. Wait, are they in the building?
Then... well... No.
I just got. I see. I only know there's a phantom thief who's been causing commotion. I believe you're not knowing. By the way, do you want to have dinner with me tonight? I'm working tonight.
Then...
After you get off work? Excuse me. She's not looking at me. Desuhiko, not every girl is gonna just want to just up and date you. Especially when you're lugging that giant-ass backpack around all over the place. Oh, is it you? Are you the nine-tailed fox? You weirdo? The hood? Brother. Who the hell? You're not a customer, are you? Oh, can't say that I am. I just want to talk to my bro for a minute. Beat it.
Oh no.
That was just one small beat it or I'll murder you. Gotcha, so scary. Talking to women is better after all. Jesus. Hydrate, you got it. Also, how are you doing, Ham? Posture check? Well, I mean, I'm already sitting up, but... You're meh. Oh, man, everybody's kind of meh tonight. Surviving. Literally, everyone. Maybe not so much, maybe not so much BB, but you and Naira at least. But I get it. I get it. Where are the stairs? Oh, they're right there. Wait, there's not people up here that I need to talk to? Unless it's another upper level. Because it is.
Hello, ma'am. Have you seen an awesome, charismatic guy around here?
Excuse me?
Take a good look. There's one right in front of you.
Huh?
It's me! Me! I'm the freedom-loving, charismatic detective, Desuhiko Thunderbolt!
Probably gonna beat White or Black 2 to transfer some stuff from Heart Gold. Heart Gold is one I don't have yet. Actually, I don't think I have White or Black 2 either.
Pardon me, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Hold on! I'm in a hurry too. I really need your help.
Uh-huh.
I'm investigating the nine-tailed cat. Do you know anything about them?
The nine-tailed cat. The thief who stole the gemstones from the art gallery?
Why does she have voice options and the other people don't?
Yes, that one. Can you tell me anything you know?
All I know are just some rumors.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want to hear.
I heard this from my friend's sister's coworker, but the nine-tailed cat is actually a young man.
A young man. I see. Thanks. That's a big help. Oh, by the way, who do you like better? Me or him?
Well, I've never seen the nine-tailed cat's face, so I can't compare. Let's see. Now that I've had a closer look, I guess you're not too bad.
Right? I get that a lot. How about we step into a cafe?
Oh my god,
Chat through-
Desuhiko, is this gonna be the whole episode? Is just
Goodbye.
him flirting?
You said you were in a hurry, right?
Right. Let's meet again on the stage.
Oh my god, Desuhiko, you're freaking intolerable. I need to be up for that one. It says that one's up, but where is that up? See, this goes down. And if I were to go over to it,
No.
Well, we already know what meat buns are made out of too, so that's not good. There's something here. Like right here. Is this the building you can go in to get to the roof? Like, no. Oh, it is. Oh, hello, person. There are people up here now.
Hello, gorgeous.
Dude, that's a kid.
Huh?
Don't be scared. I'm a superstar. And
Oh my
Starlight
god, I
will
can't stand
always illuminate a
Desuhiko.
lady like
I
yourself.
can't. I can't deal with him.
Lady?
That's a girl.
Yeah, to me, you're one refined lady. Anyway, do you
Oh
know
my
anything about the
God.
nine-tailed cat?
Yeah?
Oh, like what?
I agree.
It's time to
I
stop.
agree.
It's time to stop, okay?
I agree, Ham.
No more. Where the fuck are your parents?
Yeah, I
Who
agree.
are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.
For once, I agree with you, Frank.
I like the cat. I'm a fan.
What do you like about them?
They're so cool. The cat is tall.
You don't want to be
a
like this.
model.
This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I
I'm trying to
legally
put-
can't. But I've considered it.
Let's try to put Desuhiko in Mark's. No, I agree.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks for telling me.
So you're a fan of the cat too?
I'm more like a rival.
Rival?
Soon, you'll be my fan too. I'll be waiting with front
No.
row tickets for you. Ta-ta!
Okay, let's stop this now. Thank you. God.
I think I've talked to all the most promising ladies. I've gathered plenty of information about the nine-tailed cat, so that should be good. A young man, tall and slim, with red hair and eyes. The most outstanding feature is hair color, but wearing a hood would make that hard to notice. That reminds me, the cat wore a hood when I saw him at the art gallery. Oh, but wait, the cat I saw there didn't look tall at all. Was it just my imagination?
Could be multiple people.
Whatever. I should head back to the agency for now and think of how to capture the cat.
More. Instead of cat, it could very well be cats. Which would work out in their benefit, because if one cat got taken or something, or captured, then another cat could go out and steal something, and they'd be like, oh, well, we clearly got the wrong person. What is going on? Oh.
Who's there?
I've come to steal what's most precious to you.
Precious to me?
I'm going to take all the fuzz off your head.
Oh, it's Desuhiko. He's disguised.
Ah! Stop it!
What are you scared about? It's me, Desuhiko.
Desuhiko? I suppose that is your voice. But is this your disguise? Who are you supposed to be?
Yeah, I tried recreating what the nine-tailed cat looks like based on what people around town said. What do you think?
I wasn't able to tell until you mentioned it.
I guess it's no good. I was planning to walk around town looking like the cat to draw him out.
That won't work. Your look is way too vague. Even fans of the cat wouldn't notice.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, but what if I enter the art gallery like this and try to steal something? Witnesses would think I'm the nine-tailed cat.
I guess. People could mistake you like that. But everyone only has a rough image of what the cat looks like.
Image? That's it! I just came up with a brilliant idea!
I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Don't tell me you're really going to try to steal something dressed like that.
If I do, I'd be the one who gets arrested. Maybe I can take advantage of the fact that this getup is what the fans are imagining.
What do you mean?
Just watch. The next time he appears, it will be the end of the Phantom Thief Nine-Tailed Cat.
Please don't let this whole episode just be complete cringe. Please. I've only been playing for like 20 minutes and I'm already just like, I want it to end. Desuhiko is...
Hey, are you sure?
Yeah.
That's what everyone's been saying in town. The cat is after a real expensive ring.
Somebody came out.
Thank you, all who've gathered here today. Please, allow me a moment to speak. As you all know, precious jewelry was stolen from this art gallery the other day. The culprit is a thief known as the Nine-Tailed Cat. And we've received word that they will appear again tonight. However, it is obviously a crime to steal from others. As an upstanding citizen, I cannot allow that to happen.
Get lost. You're not even with the Peacekeepers.
Get out of here!
Who do you think you are?
Who am I, you ask? I am the charismatic freedom lover born unto this world by a goddess. The superstar detective, Desuhiko Thunderbolt. Can you hear me, Nine-Tailed Cat? Your sham of a legend ends today. I, Desuhiko Thunderbolt, will end you.
There's still detectives in town?
That guy looks hella dumb. You'll never catch the Nine-Tailed Cat.
He is hella dumb, promise. He's very dumb. 30 minutes later.
Hey, it's that guy again.
Hey, detective! Where's the Nine-Tailed Cat? You sure the ring hasn't been stolen already?
Hello, everyone. The Phantom Thief Nine-Tailed Cat has fallen into my trap and has been captured. Here's the proof. This is the Virgo ring the cat was after. As you can see, the ring is safe.
The Nine-Tailed Cat was captured. No way.
Well, that ring does look pretty legit.
That dumb cat has been imprisoned inside the art gallery. I'll leave the rest to the Peacekeepers. I'll be going now.
Hold on. Give the ring back.
Oh, but of course, I fully intend to return it to the gallery's curator.
I gotta be blunt. I'm way more handsome than that.
What? What?
What? Two detectives?
You've been caught in my trap, Nine-Tailed Cat.
What?
I was the one who spread the rumor about you appearing here today. With so many spectators here, I knew you'd use a trick to take advantage of the crowd. Who would have thought you'd disguise yourself as me and try to enter through the front door?
Damn it!
The Phantom Thief has finally been caught?
I'm so confused.
That's impossible.
Come on. I'll interrogate you before handing you over to the Peacekeepers.
I'm so confused. Was that Yako? Did he, like, make Yako take the nine-tailed cat disguise and he pretended to capture him and... What? The fuck was that?
Did you read this? A new hero emerges. Nine-tailed cat, caught at last. Now look at all the attention you've gotten. The peacekeepers won't take this lying down.
At last, I'm finally famous! I'm the star that touched down to Earth, here in the city where stars never shine.
So, what are you going to do now? Please, don't get me involved.
Just watch. My path to stardom has just begun.
I don't get what happened there.
Speak of the devil.
Huh? I wasn't expecting any guests. She's a newspaper reporter. She wants to speak with the detective who caught the nine-tailed cat.
Nice to meet you. I'm Anine of the Kanai Times. You must be Desuhiko, the one who caught the nine-tailed cat. I'd like to conduct an interview with you, since you're the new star of Hope in Kanai Ward.
An interview, huh? Yeah, sorry, but I only speak to the first person to come see me.
Well, then...
But you're the first one here. Congrats!
Thank you!
You're really letting this get to your head, Desuhiko.
Yeah, he is.
I hope your pride doesn't get crushed later on.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. There's too much noise here, so let's go somewhere else. This place is too dirty to take nice pictures anyway.
Well, excuse me for this mess.
Let's go. If anyone else comes asking for an interview, turn him down for me, Chief.
Jeez, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, his feelings are usually pretty right. What makes me think that reporter is actually the nine-tailed cat? Also, what is this loading screen? Just a random Shinigami picture floating with weird music in the background.
Thank you so much for taking this interview today. To begin, I am speaking with Desuhiko Thunderbolt in this exclusive interview.
Ask me anything. I'll tell you all about it.
Well, let's start with the first question. As a detective, what do you usually do on a day-to-day basis?
The little, like, head movements.
In my case, I do a lot of undercover investigations. I'm good at sneaking into places. If the investigation is about a girl, I can get all the information I need. While I'm no good at solving murder cases, I excel in finding out what women want.
I'm sure you are.
If you don't mind my asking, what sort of places have you gone undercover in the past?
For example, a rock star's dressing room backstage, the filming location of a big movie.
Are you sure those are the acts of a detective and not some sort of entitled fan?
Of course. Anyway, that's all I can tell you about. The rest is confidential, you know.
I see. Very well. Moving on then. Do you have any special abilities?
Why are we telling her? Why are we telling her? Like, I can answer truthfully, and I'm gonna. But why are we telling her these things?
Disguise, of course. I'm better at disguising myself than any other detective there is. Of course, that includes phantom thieves.
She's not an actual reporter.
The cat
She's the cat getting information on Desuhiko. Guarantee it.
Thanks to my disguise, I won that fight. He was stupid enough to disguise himself as me at that moment.
Do you have any tricks you use along with your disguises?
Only an amateur would be satisfied with just changing how they look. A real disguise changes the very air around you.
I see. Well, next question then. How's your match against the Phantom Thief, Nine-Tailed Cat?
He was a tough opponent. I'd expected that, but he even knew how to make good disguises. If I wasn't there to stop him, he would have increased his gemstone collection for sure.
So, where's the captured Nine-Tailed Cat currently being held?
Oh, the peacekeepers took him away somewhere. He's probably cursing me from some jail cell right now.
By the way, what does the Nine-Tailed Cat look like?
He's got distinctive red hair and eyes, but otherwise he looks kind of thin and weak.
I see. Thank you very much. On to my next question. Do you know the secret behind the Virgo ring?
No. No.
The Virgo ring? Oh, you mean the thing the cat was trying to steal? Secret. What the...
Supposedly, there's a secret message written underneath the spot where the gemstone sits. A similar message was written on the Cassiopeia necklace the Nine-Tailed Cat stole before. And deciphering both messages is said to reveal the location of a hidden treasure.
What? Hidden treasure? The ring was hiding something that big?
You still have it?
Where was the message written again?
Huh? Why do you have that ring?
Oh,
Wasn't that ring taken out of the art gallery by the Nine-Tailed Cat? I thought it was returned to them after the cat was captured. Why do you still have it?
You know, I missed my chance to return it.
Desuhiko, don't tell me you took advantage of the situation and kept it for yourself.
No! You're making it sound worse than it is. I really was gonna return it.
Really?
Totally! How about we go return it now, together?
I'll accompany you as long as you allow me to continue the interview.
Yeah, I'll agree to anything. Interview and all. Anyway, what did you say about hidden treasure? I didn't see a secret message anywhere.
It's right there.
Where?
Behind the pedestal. Here, I'll show you.
And now she has the ring.
It's written right here.
What does it say?
Thanks for the ring, you dimwit detective.
Yep.
That's the secret message? Dimwit detective. Wait.
Called it.
Dimwit? Is it talking about me?
You've realized it far too late, oh mighty detective.
Oh, I
You're
didn't.
no newspaper reporter.
You finally figured it out?
Don't tell me you're...
That's right. I'm the Phantom Thief, Nine-Tailed Cat that you thought you had captured. The real one, that is.
So you're the cat?
That whole farce at the art gallery was quite entertaining to watch. The red-haired man you caught in front of the gallery was the chief at your detective agency, wasn't it?
Called it. I called that too.
You placed 2 complete disguises on him and then exposed him in front of the spectators. Just as you planned, the people in town thought he was the Nine-Tailed Cat. Did you put on that little show to stain my public image?
That's right. You sure are sharp. To the citizens of this city, you're nothing but a conglomeration of their own images and assumptions. By destroying that image, I knew they'd lose all respect and awe for you. Soon, the people of this town would begin to hate criminals. That'd make it a lot harder for the real cat to commit crimes. Your work as the Phantom Thief would be done for.
You really think your games are enough to make the nine-tailed cat disappear?
Gotcha.
It's Oddish!
Oddish? Yeah. I can barely hear that. Here he is. Here the big boy. With his feet. His feet are a little, like, dirty from sitting on top of the computer. Got some dusty feet, but there you go. Here's the big boy. I'm gonna put him over here so you can see him.
As long as the cat is needed in this city, she will never die. Unfortunately for you, your plan needed much more thought.
You got some nerve. It's true that I underestimated your guts. I never thought you'd come directly to our office. And that getup, it's no disguise. So, the whole red hair and eyes and other stuff were all made-up rumors.
I like to spread rumors about my appearance. It was all just insurance for my sake, but I didn't expect it to catch on so quickly. You detectives sure are easy to fool.
You're quite the woman.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well,
By the way, there is no secret message. That was all a lie to get you to show me the ring. And as planned, I'll be taking this.
The Virgo ring is mine. From the nine-tailed cat.
Are you going already?
Yes. Thank you for playing along with my lengthy interview. Well, so long.
Wait. The battle's not over yet, nine-tailed cat.
What is it now?
The one you're holding is a fake. Check out the real deal.
No way!
You said my plan needed more thought. Well, did you anticipate this part? If the cat can't be caught, the only option is to lure her out. That whole show you insulted was just part of my trap to lure you. I knew you wouldn't stand for your reputation as a great phantom thief to be tarnished like that. The reason you lost is because you weren't willing to yield on your pride. You would have been better off just letting yourself get arrested back then. You might think you're some sort of Robin Hood, but you're nothing but a criminal. As a detective, I can't let you go free.
I thought you were just some cocky idiot, but you're not bad.
Well, I'm bad at investigating cases, but I'm not too shabby when it comes to negotiations.
So, what will you do now? Hand me over to the Peacekeepers?
Well, that was the original plan, but I changed my mind.
Dude, you just left the ring on the table. She could lean over, grab it, and run out.
You're going to let me go?
No, I can't do that. But I don't intend to give you up to the Peacekeepers either.
What are you saying?
I can't let you go. Not only as a detective, but as a man as well.
Huh?
Please don't.
Will you marry me?
You dumb motherfucker.
Are you serious?
Totally serious. I could search the whole world, but no one is more exciting than you.
A phantom thief and a detective couple.
Isn't that great?
But that ring isn't even yours in the first place.
What do you care?
It doesn't matter. If you accept it, then we're partners.
I see.
And you just give her the fucking ring.
Does this mean?
You really are a fool.
Is that a yes?
You are such an idiot.
Hey! Wait! Hey! I haven't heard your response yet!
Why? Why is he such an idiot? Why is he so dumb? He better have put like a tracker or something on that thing. You had such a good chance. Gave her a fake one. She took the fake one. Oh, look, I got the real one.
How did the
Great.
mission go?
Fantastic.
Did you succeed?
And then you pull that shit. Then you pull that.
I lost it.
Lost what?
The jewel, my confidence, and my love.
Jewel? Wait, you mean the Virgo ring? You gotta be kidding! The art gallery was nice enough to lend it to us in order to help capture the Phantom Thief. And you lost it? What am I going to do? We'll go bankrupt trying to pay it back. We'll be in debt for life. Don't just sit there feeling sorry for yourself. You gotta do something.
Why is he so dumb? Why is he so dumb?
You don't want to be like this.
No, you don't.
This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
Yep.
If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't.
Yep.
But I've considered it.
I'm sure you have. He's so dumb. He's so dumb.
Hey, did you hear the nine-tailed cat has returned?
I thought they captured the thief. What got stolen this time?
Is it true the Phantom Thief has struck again?
Yeah.
What was stolen this time?
Surprisingly, nothing. Instead, the Phantom played a prank, leaving a ring on the finger of a statue.
So she returned it. Or did we return a fake? No, because she had the fake.
I'll catch you next time!
What'd that one say? I'm returning the Verga ring. Unfortunately, I don't like how it looks from the nine-tailed cat. What? That's it? That's the whole thing? Okay, we're doing another one then, I guess. Yeah. They're short. They're very short. Very glad that it was that short, because I don't know how long I could have dealt with Desuhiko any longer than that. Alright, so we'll do another one. Those are like very quick. Let's go to Fubuki's. You know, maybe like 45 minutes that story was.
Hey, you there!
Me?
Yes, beautiful lady. You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Is this a scam?
Lucky day?
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you were ever to play a game of chance, today would
And the
be
game
the
of chance
day.
is with you?
Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
I do not fare well at gambling.
This is horrible! Someone just fell from the sky!
Is this part of my lucky day?
Poor Fubuki. Fubuki's luckiest day.
It appears as though something is happening over there.
Hey!
But...
wonder if it could be some sort of festival.
What's going on? Looks like someone collapsed.
Some guy fell from a building nearby.
Was it a suicide?
Pardon me. Please let me through.
Are you a doctor?
No, I am not.
Do you know this man?
No, I do not know him whatsoever.
Then why are you here?
Today is supposed to be my lucky day, so I thought I might be of some use.
Huh?
Oh, you are still breathing. What luck.
Hey, he's trying to say something. 3?
3? I was not quite able to hear you. Could you please repeat yourself?
Hey, hang in there. He's not breathing. Where's the ambulance?
Well, Fubuki can rewind time.
Maybe that was a dying message? It sounded to me as though he was trying to say the number 3. If I am not mistaken, those were the last words he uttered before death. I must not let them go to waste. Oh, if I rewind time, I can hear his message again. Repeatedly hearing someone's dying message is something only I can do.
What are you mumbling about? If you're not gonna help, get out of the...
Actually, protecting the people is part...
Hey, you...
Pardon me! Oh, that noise! Are you alright? What happened? Is there something you must say to me? Please, go ahead. 2? As in the number?
Hey, you. What happened? Are you all right? Should I call?
No need. I am fine.
Why did he say 3 the first time, but 2 this time? Is he gonna say 1 this time?
The dying message was different this time. First was 3. Next it was 2. I wonder what it could
Well,
mean.
he had a dice next to him.
Hey, you there.
Oh, perfect time. Pardon me. Please let me in.
You're wasting far too much time with the taxi.
Forward. Full speed ahead.
He didn't die in the car this yeah, he did.
Are you alright? What happened here? Can you talk?
There... 1.
Yep. But he's looking at the dice.
1? Now it is 1? What could it mean? Tell me, please, before you die! Did someone push you off? Who was the culprit? No good. I must do it
There's
over
a dice
again.
in front of him.
Hey! He's still breathing! The car's roof must have cushioned his fall! Hurry up and call an ambulance!
Thank goodness. It is true. Today really is my lucky day. What a happy ending.
What? What? That's not it. What? I'm so confused.
What a happy ending. And that is what happened the other day.
Oh, there's Desuhiko and Halara.
That's not a happy ending at all. Nothing was solved. Did the guy live?
Yes, he managed to survive. Although he is currently in a coma.
So you still don't know why he fell from the sky?
The newspaper says it was an attempted suicide. It seems he climbed over a fence on top of the building.
I bet the peacekeepers made that up after another half-assed investigation.
Regardless, it has nothing to do with us.
I mean, you're right and all, but doesn't it bother you? That sure is a weird dying message. At first it was 3, then 2, then finally 1, right? It's like
he was looking at the dice.
Something.
He had a dice.
I've never heard of a changing dying message.
That's because dying messages are normally a one-time event.
So perhaps the message changed because I turned back time.
Because that's the way the dice rolled.
No, that doesn't make sense. The victim had already fallen by the time you arrived at the scene. So whether it be a suicide or a homicide, the events leading up to the fall shouldn't have changed. And I doubt he'd want to tell you something different each time. What do you think, Halara?
Should I assume you're requesting to hire me with that question?
Never mind then. It was dumb of me to ask.
No matter the problem, asking for my assistance is the wisest choice one can make.
Except you charge an arm and a leg each time.
Naturally, I must charge an appropriate rate. Although, in this case, it doesn't seem like a criminal act. I suppose I don't mind, if we consider this a conversation among friends.
Oh, so we're friends now. What's with the change of heart?
I wonder why the dying message changed. Do you know why, Halara?
I can deduce the possibilities. However, I cannot declare anything unless I investigate the scene myself.
So an investigation is still necessary.
Oh! We're literally doing an investigation.
You definitely want to remember this.
Okay.
By the way, according to the newspaper, the victim fell from a 4-story building. Floor 1 is a luxury brand shop. Floor 2 is a restaurant. Floor 3 is a beauty salon. And floor 4 is a casino.
Which makes sense since he had a dice.
Each floor has windows facing the street that cannot be opened. Thus, it's very likely the victim fell from the rooftop.
Do we have an ID on the victim?
He's a 25-year-old man. He works at the shop on the first floor, but often goes to the other floors as a customer.
Maybe he gambled too much.
So the people in the building were his acquaintances.
And owed money, and they took his life.
There's still a chance someone else from the building took him up to the roof and pushed him off.
Mm-hmm. Or he got in too much debt and unalived himself.
Perhaps the dying message indicates who did it?
If that was the case, then it's weird the message changed each time he got to the victim. Or maybe there's someone named 321? That can't be it, right?
You can't say that with certainty.
Okay, fair enough, but that doesn't explain why the message changed.
That reminds me, when the victim mentioned 1 the last time he spoke, he actually said, there.
There? Did he find something?
That I do not know.
A fucking
Though
dice.
It did look as though he was searching for something.
What does that mean?
The victim must have had something in his hand while he was falling. The impact of the fall caused him to drop it.
I see. So the victim found the item, then left the message 1.
If you think about it that way, the victim's message makes sense. And it's likely the item is related to the case.
It's the dice.
Fubuki, did you find anything at the scene?
My deepest apologies. I did not notice anything of the sort.
You may be careless, but I doubt you'd miss something so big you'd need 2 hands to hold it. Which means it had to be something small enough that it could be easily missed. Hold on. The victim must have held this thing in his hand the first time he fell.
He had it all 3 times. And all 3 times, it was a damn dice. That's what it was. 1.
But instead of 1, he said 3 that time. Was he holding something different each time he fell? Or was he holding more than one thing?
3.
Considering when Fubuki turned back time, it's hard to believe he held something different each time. However, we cannot eliminate the possibility there may have been multiple items.
I am now more lost than ever.
Dice.
If we follow the logic, we will always arrive at our destination, the truth.
But I am truly lousy at that.
Don't give up, Princess. Let's start from the beginning.
Very well. I shall try. If the victim was holding something, that would be a key clue in this case, right? First, regarding the size of what he was holding.
It was small.
That's right. Even Fubuki, who was at the scene immediately after the victim fell, didn't notice that small item. Therefore, it's reasonable to believe that whatever he held was something that could fit in the palm of his hand.
And the impact of the fall caused him to drop it. The third time, the victim realized he dropped it and appeared to be looking around for it. And when he saw it, he said, "There, 1.
1.
But why would the victim mumble the word 1 after seeing it?
Surface of the object displayed the number 1.
Normally, that would mean that whatever was on the surface of the item displayed the number 1, would it not? So the victim saw that and read the number 1 aloud.
Huh? That's a dumb conclusion to make.
That's not true.
No, that's a sensible way to think about it. It's logical as well. The victim saw it and mumbled 1, so we should assume it was actually written there.
Are you serious? So, whatever it is has the numbers written on its surface, right? What is it then?
Dice. 3, 2, 1.
I don't get it. In the beginning, he said 3, not 1.
It's not strange at all if we assume the number changes depending on the situation.
Yep, because he was positioned in different spots every time he fell.
The number can change? Wait, then that must be it!
Whoa, Fubuki! Do you know what it is?
The dice.
Yes, although it is just my guess.
They die.
Such as a die or something.
A die? Oh, I get it. The number would change depending on the roll. Hold on. It first went from 3 to 2. Isn't it strange the numbers weren't the same?
He fell differently.
Fubuki arrived at the scene after the victim fell. By that time, the die would have fallen from the victim's hand. Which means that whatever number turned up on the die should have been set by that point. It couldn't have changed.
Fell in different positions.
You're right. Do you have a counter-argument for this?
In that case, perhaps this explains it.
Because the angle from which he saw the die was different. Yes, because he fell different ways.
The angle from which he saw the die would have been different.
The angle?
The first time, the victim was lying face down.
Yes.
If there was a die in his line of sight, he would have only seen one side of it.
What about the second time?
And the second time, I arrived just a bit earlier, so I tried to help the victim up. At that moment, he probably saw the top side of the die.
I see. So that's how it went. It's true that under normal circumstances, only the number on the top of a die is read.
He landed on the taxi the third time, so it is possible that the roll of the die changed.
Fubuki, you sure are sharp this morning.
Really?
So basically, it went like this. The victim fell from the rooftop while holding a die. He dropped it once he hit the ground. Which means the die was cast. As the victim was knocking on death's door, he mumbled whatever number he saw. Great job deducing that much, Fubuki.
Does it appear that I'm becoming a better detective?
Yeah, but not nearly as great as me.
Shut up, Desuhiko. We already went through your episode.
We still lack an answer regarding the final part.
The final part?
What was the victim trying to communicate with his dying message?
Now that you
That I don't
mention
know.
it, you're totally right. Why did he even bother reading the number on the die?
Perhaps it was to inform us of the identity of the culprit?
There is no doubt that the die was meant to point out the culprit.
Oh, somebody in the casino.
Nearing death, the victim sought out the die to inform you of that. But in his daze, the best he could do was say the number he saw.
So the die was pointing out the culprit?
Wait, wasn't there a place that had something to do with dice in the building the victim fell from?
Yeah, the casino on the 4th floor.
Oh, so perhaps the culprit was in there? Perhaps the culprit was in the casino on the 4th floor?
That's probably it.
You did it, Princess! I didn't think you'd be able to figure it out.
There is no way I could have done so on my own. You have
Yeah,
my
the Riz.
deepest thanks, Halara and Desuhiko.
Yup, now bow down to my charisma.
Shut up, Desuhiko.
Still, we're just making assumptions here. We have no solid evidence. If someone said we made it all up based on his dying words, that'd be the end of it.
But we made so much progress in our investigation. Is there nothing to be done about it, Halara?
It would be one thing if we had the die as evidence, but it would be extremely difficult to find now.
If only I had noticed it and picked it up.
No biggie. It's not something you'd notice normally. Hey, Halara, what if we use your forte to find out where the die went?
I can't use my abilities while the victim is still alive.
Damn, you make it sound so ominous.
Leaving this case alone is still a valid option. No one made a request for us to investigate, so it's not an urgent matter. The case will solve itself once the victim wakes up.
The culprit might attack the victim again before that happens. Since they didn't get him the first time, they might try to finish the job.
That would be terrible! This is all my responsibility! What should I do?
I don't think there's any need for you to feel responsible, but I wouldn't feel good about leaving this unsolved. Hey, Halara, you know of any ways around this?
There is one.
Stop teasing us and just say it! Oh, and before you ask, I'm not paying a damn thing.
A clue, then. Ask the fortune teller.
Are you a villager in an RPG or something?
I mean, kinda.
The fortune teller!
Huh? Did something spring to mind?
I told you in the beginning, remember? A fortune teller approached me.
What's that got to do with this case?
You should interrogate that fortune teller about the casino. You may hear something interesting.
I understand. I shall depart after breakfast.
What? Hey, are you going alone? Fine, I'll join you. Halara, you're coming with, right?
No.
I'm not going without a formal request.
Yep.
So much for being friends.
All you have done is more than enough for me. Thank you very much. I can handle the rest on my own.
I'm here too, you know.
Are we gonna talk to the fortune teller? Or is that the end of this? Yeah, there's gonna be more, right? There's gotta be more.
Hey, you there.
Us?
Yes, you lovebirds. You make one fine pair. You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Lucky day?
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you were ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day. Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
Yes, please.
It appears that multiples of 3 are your lucky numbers. If you're going to gamble, be sure to bet on increments of 3.
I get it. This is what Halara was getting at.
What do you mean?
You're in bed with that casino up ahead, aren't you?
What are you saying? Casino? I don't know what you're talking about.
You claim we have good luck to scam us at the casino.
That's a baseless accusation. I'm just an ordinary fortune teller.
You must have heard about the guy who fell from the casino's building. The victim was nearly killed by someone who works there. I bet he knew too much about your secret. If you know something, you better cough it up now. Or you might be next. If you're working with dangerous people, you should call it quits today. We can take care of the rest, so tell us what you know.
As you said, my job is to lure customers in and guide them to the casino. The lucky number thing is all a lie. In fact, if they pick those numbers, they will surely lose.
But I truly believed it was my lucky day.
I'm sorry. I actually don't know how to tell anyone's fortune. I just followed the manual.
And that manual was made by the casino?
Yes. Cheating is rampant in the casino. They really conduct some dirty business there.
Do you know the man who fell from the building?
Yes. He's what they call a hired plant. He mixes in with the customers and steers them a certain way so the casino can cheat them. So, my ears perked up when I heard he attempted to kill himself. I knew he'd made a mistake and was being silenced.
Yeah, that's what I figured too.
I see.
Didn't really
so
jump.
That's what it was.
And it was like in a casino, so it's gotta be shady.
Hey, are you really gonna do something about them? If they find out I told you all this.
Leave it to me. Who do you think I am?
This is not your episode, Desuhiko. This is Fubuki's.
Desuhiko
Get the damn spotlight on her, not you. You had your turn.
That's not very reassuring.
It appears the entire casino is in on this crime. There will only be more victims if we leave them be.
We might as well see this through to the end. Though, I bet the chief would tell us to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, very likely.
But what shall we do? We lack even a single piece of evidence. I would feel terrible if we had to involve the fortune teller more than necessary.
I guess we'll have to rush in from the front.
Which means we are going on an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Are they really gonna be all right?
Yeah, you...
This looks like the place.
Indeed. Do you have a plan, Desuhiko?
Of course. The plan name is Leave Things to Chance.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Let's go, Fubuki!
Right.
Wait.
Hi, Halara.
Halara, what are you doing here?
You brought money, didn't you?
I knew you'd rush in without a plan.
You are correct, Halara.
Carelessly sowing confusion will simply result in more victims. Don't be so rash.
Are you trying to get in our way? It'd be one thing if you just stayed out of it.
I'm saying the two of you don't stand a chance. If you're up against a casino, let me handle it.
Hell yeah.
Are you going to help us?
Bet on me and you are sure to win. Listen, here's the plan.
Is this gonna lead into like Halara's episode? Or are we finishing it on Fubuki's and Halara's is like a separate thing? Okay, guess we're finishing it now.
Welcome.
I'd like to convert all this into chips.
Right away.
Oh my god, Halara. Oh my god.
Call the owner over. I'd like to play a game. Tell the owner I want to talk to him about that attempted suicide.
Oh good, straight to it, huh?
Understood.
How can I help you? You don't seem affiliated with the Peacekeepers.
I'll be direct. You tried to erase one of your hired plans.
What are you talking about?
I'll bet all of my chips. If you win, then this issue will disappear. We'll conclude our investigation and never return. And of course, you can keep all the chips.
Halara, are you sure about this?
And if you win?
You will confess your crimes and turn yourself into the Peacekeepers.
Very well. I don't know what crime you're speaking of, but as the owner of the casino, I cannot turn down such a direct challenge.
I expect you to keep your word.
Of course, and you as well. So, what would you like to play?
Bring some dice.
Ah, I see.
A game of craps?
Yes, but let's cut out all of the complicated rules. This game will consist of 4 dice. Each player will take 2 and roll them at the same time. Whoever gets exactly 7 wins. If both rolls land on 7, then it's a draw and the game continues.
Very well. We will prepare the dice. Are you fine with that?
They're loaded.
I don't mind. You'll roll the dice.
What? Me? But you are far better at gambling, Halara.
I'm going to find out what's going on. Just roll the dice like you normally would. However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Oh.
Oh, right. I do have that ability.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you do.
Are you ready? Let's play.
Seven.
Well, well. Looks like that's game.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Halara, I just turned back time. You rolled a 7 right at the start. And my roll was terrible, by the way. I completely lost.
I knew it. But you can do this as many times as you want. That's your strength.
Right.
Are you done with your huddle? No amount of planning will help with dice. You must let luck take over from here. Now, let us play.
He's gonna roll a 7 every time because the dice are loaded.
Yes, game on. This time.
There's a 7.
Why?
Well, well. Looks like that's game.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
I have returned. This is the second time. The opponent rolled 7 on the first throw both times. The timing of the dice roll was different from before, so I thought there would be different numbers. Our casino
There were
always
different numbers.
blessed
There's a
with
4 and a 3 and a
natural
6 and a 1.
No, it's not luck. He's probably cheating.
Cheating?
Seems like he's going all out. Well then, there's no reason for us to hold back either.
So the next one's gonna be a 5 and a 2, right?
But what are you going to do? If he can cast a 7 each time through cheating, no amount of turning back time will help. Moreover, there is a limit to how many times I can use my ability.
There is a way to prevent his cheating.
Really?
However, prevention doesn't guarantee us victory. In order for us to win, you must roll a 7.
Oh, right.
Can you do it this time, Fubuki?
I can certainly try. I became a detective by challenging my own fate.
She's just gonna like roll, turn back time, roll, turn back time.
I refuse to lose here.
I'll join you in your battle.
Right.
Are you done with your little meeting? You can talk all you want, but I don't think it will change the numbers on the dice. Now, shall we play?
Before we begin, I'm thirsty. Can I get some water?
Very well.
Oh, excuse me.
What are you trying to do?
My hand slipped. Let's begin.
Very well.
I'm counting on you, Fubuki. This game won't end until you roll a 7.
Leave it to me. Come on, 7. Come on, 7. There!
You... How did you...
That was Desuhiko.
Wow, this is incredible! I won! I really won!
Impossible! I can't lose with these dice!
Uh-huh.
Seems like the game is over. You must now confess your crimes.
Fubuki still rolled bad. Or, wait, no. Fubuki didn't roll bad. They pushed over one of his dice. He just... Good job, Desuhiko.
I'm glad to see you have regained consciousness. Are you all right after that awful fall?
What? No, it's me, Desuhiko.
Hmm?
We went over this before we entered the casino. Were you even listening?
No.
As I suspected, the dice used by the casino were rigged. The victim must have intended to let others know about it with a dying message. It was obvious they'd cheat if we challenged them to a match involving dice.
Which is where I came in. While I distracted the staff, Halara messed with the dice.
Asu. How are you?
So that is what happened. I was only able to win thanks to Halara.
No, I didn't touch your dice, Fubuki.
Huh? Then I really rolled a 7 on my own?
Yes, you won that game.
Really? Thank goodness!
Great job, Princess!
I just cut her off.
Yes! Even if it was just a little bit, I
Dead?
believe
Lol.
I grew
Oh,
as
no.
a detective.
Don't be dead. See, I like the Fubuki story. That one was nice. I suppose we might as well finish it off with Halara's, since these stories are pretty short, and the fourth one isn't out yet. Long driving today? Oh no.
Hey, Halara, please do something. Fubuki has been completely obsessed since that day. There's no way I can win against someone who can turn back time.
How rude. I would never cheat like that. Come on,
Yeah, you
Desuhiko.
would.
One more game.
Just as much bullshit today as well, Asu? Alright, sub-stories. Let's go to Halara's Raining Cats and Dog. You don't want me to answer that? Okay, so then yes, there's a lot of bullshit today then for you. We'll finish the stream off with Halara's DLC. Little short stories, but they're good. They're good. I kind of wish there was like more to it, but it's fine.
Halara, do you know where the milk I put in the fridge went? I was saving it for my coffee.
Beats me.
That's my seat, you know.
How much?
Huh?
How much do you want for it? I'll pay your asking price. Well?
You gotta be kidding. Fine. Just keep sitting there.
I will.
Let me just get a map for you and you tell me. Oh boy.
Someone's coming. I wasn't expecting guests today.
Hello.
Right this way. It's a bit cramped in here.
Are you the chief of the Nocturnal Detective Agency? My name is Tetra. Pleased to meet you.
I'm the chief. That's just one of our detectives.
Oh, excuse me. Your detective was sitting at the biggest desk here, so I assumed that...
My seat gets stolen the moment I leave it open. Let's sit down.
I was told you investigate murders.
A murder case? It's possible for us to handle it, but what we can or can't do depends on whether or not the peacekeepers have already gone through it.
I see. My father passed away in a rather bizarre manner. The peacekeepers declared it was an accidental death. But I just can't believe it was an accident.
The peacekeepers usually try to declare any unnatural deaths as accidents. Why do you suspect that it wasn't one?
My father kept tropical fish as a hobby. One morning, he was found dead, drowned with his head stuck in the fish tank. Do you really
he
think
was drowned?
that could be an accident?
No, that sounds like a murder to me.
Drowned with his head stuck in a fish tank? Can you describe the situation?
The fish tank is set rather low, so you can view it from above. My father was in a kneeling position, with his head dunked into the water.
That sure is bizarre. What did the
I saw the
peacekeepers have to
message.
say?
I haven't looked at it yet, but I saw it come through.
They
And my
say he
phone
was
buzzed.
electrocuted, and passed out when he touched the temperature control switch with wet hands. And he fell into the water and drowned, unfortunately.
Are you sure the cause of death was drowning?
Yes, that appears to be the case without a doubt. A trustworthy doctor did the autopsy.
I see. From what you've said, you can't really deny that it could have been an accident.
Oh, Lord.
No,
Are you talking about
the
the
room
murder?
where my father passed away. It was obvious that someone else had rummaged around.
What do you mean?
Well, the room has lots of tropical fish tanks lined up. But on the day my father died, all of them were shattered to pieces. And of course, there was water and dead fish all over the floor.
Poor fish.
Someone must have forced their way into the room to do something so terrible. I believe my father was murdered by whoever did that.
Sounds like it, yeah.
This must be a murder. Please uncover the truth of my father's death.
What do you think, Halara?
Beats me. I wasn't paying attention.
Don't lie. There's no way you couldn't hear us.
You can assume I don't exist, unless pay is involved.
I can pay. My father left me an inheritance.
Don't mind my detective. Our rates are always reasonable here.
Then you'll investigate this case on my behalf?
Huh? Yes, of course. As detectives sworn to protect this town, we can't leave any mysteries unsolved.
Thank you. I'm so happy I worked up the courage to come here.
The Nocturnal Detective Agency is here to protect the peace of Kanai Ward. You can always count on us. As for investigating this case, we'll check out the crime scene soon. Promise.
I'm gonna open up a window real quick. I don't want to turn my AC unit on because the thing's loud. So I'm just gonna open up a window real quick. There we go. Window open. Hopefully it'll cool down a little bit in here.
That was rather reckless of you to promise.
It's not like I have a choice. I can't just abandon people in need. I'm Yaku Furio, chief of the Nocturnal Detective Agency. I gotta protect this town.
Do you even have a single lead to solve this case?
What? Of course. I'm a detective after all. If I proceed with the investigation, I'm sure I can find some kind of clue. But I'll need your help, Halara.
That depends on the payment.
You know I don't have a lot of money.
And you know that I don't work for cheap.
Then, how about a deal instead?
What deal?
If you solve this case, I'll let you keep a cat here.
Really?
Yes, really. Hey, where are you going?
To the crime scene.
Hold on. The client
That's all it
just
takes?
left. Why don't you wait until tomorrow?
Fine. I shall review the case's records until then.
Halara's fee is cheaper than I thought.
All she needs is a cat. Halara, if I ever need to hire you, I'll give you Asu. You can keep her. She even drives a car at long distances. So handy.
Thank you for coming. You really are willing to investigate the case.
Well, not yet.
Well, that's our duty
I don't
at the Nocturnal
I don't need
Detective
Halara's
Agency.
services yet.
Your house is pretty big. Your father must have been well off.
Yes. My father owned a medical devices company.
Why is this guy
He
here?
contributed to Kanai Ward's medical advance. I simply can't believe he met his end like this.
We'll find justice for him.
Thank you. I am in your debt. This is my fiance, Jaren. We've been living together for about a year now.
I don't like you, Jaren.
Nice to meet you.
I don't like you, Jaren.
I'd like to ask you more about the details later, but can we take a look at the scene for now? Oh, before that, do you have a photo of your father?
Of course. Here's a picture from when he was still alive.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I would hope you don't have a picture of him when he's dead.
Halara, over here. I'll leave the investigation to you. It's a bit too cramped for all of us to be wandering about. I'll keep speaking to them outside. Talk to me when you're done.
Understood. Now, time to review the cards I've been dealt.
You definitely want to remember this.
Okay.
An ordinary vent.
Very small fan.
There's some blue paint on the inner side of the frame. Looks like something rubbed against it. This may have something to do with the case. What is this? There's a stain here that looks like a horizontal line. Upon close inspection,
Goes all the
there
way across
appears
the
to
room.
be a faint outline of the
Even
same
across the
stain
door.
along all 4 walls.
Even the window has the stain.
It's a regular sliding window with a crescent lock. There are no suspicious marks on it. There is a small veranda outside. We're on the 2nd floor, so any rain that falls off the eaves flows to the drain.
So the blue liquid or something, whatever they caused the vent, they could have put through the vent and it fell into that drain down there.
All of the fish tanks have been shattered. There's broken glass scattered on the inside, which means it's certain someone smashed it inward. Why would someone do this?
I don't get the lines on the wall though. Unless whatever created those lines also shattered the fish tanks.
I see.
Okay.
Right.
Stains the floor likely due to water for the fish tank. And that, nothing else seems suspicious. Why does that show that it's not completed with the door?
There is a sticky substance stuck to the door frame. Perhaps tape residue?
So, tape residue could have caused the lines on the wall, maybe? Was this room filled with water? Like, did somebody tape the door and fill the room with water? And how did that work? How would that work?
That's about all I can investigate for now. I should go talk to our clients before I observe the crime scene at the time the body was discovered. The crime scene has been inspected, Chief.
Thanks.
There are a few things I'd like to confirm.
Yes, please ask me anything.
Can you give me the details of when you discovered the body?
It was, I think, around 6 in the morning. My father usually woke up early for breakfast. But when I went to get him, he wasn't in his room. So I looked around and noticed Sugar barking at this room.
Sugar?
That's the name of our dog.
Aww.
Hey! Sugar sure is happy. She's rarely friendly with anyone.
She barks at me all the time.
Yeah, probably because you're a bad person.
There.
Yo, the chief is here. Yeah, it's likely before he, you know.
Shall we continue?
It is good to see him again.
Oh, sorry. Sugar was barking in front of the room, so I opened the door to take a look. There I saw my father. His head was in the fish tank. He was already gone.
I heard her scream and ran over. But what I saw took my breath away.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure you're the one that did it.
The fish tanks were all destroyed.
I don't trust you, buddy.
The floor was covered with water. All the tropical fish Father loved were scattered across the floor, dead.
Were they valuable?
I'm not sure. I don't know how much they were worth, but the fact is, my father cared for them a great deal.
If the fish were expensive, do you think someone tried to steal them?
Are you implying my father's murder was an afterthought?
Well, I'm just considering possibilities.
If they were going to steal the fish, I doubt they'd smash the tanks.
That's true.
You're right.
Do you know the estimated time of death for the victim?
I believe it was around 10 o'clock the night before.
When was the last time you saw him alive?
Right around 7 that night. I ate dinner with him. He went to his room after that.
Does anyone else live here?
It's just me and him now. The servant left after making dinner before 7.
Tell me, what were you doing around 10 that night?
Which makes this
After
Jaren guy
finishing dinner
even more
with my
suspicious.
father, I did some cleaning and washed the dishes. Jaren came to the dining hall around 8 for dinner. And then we watched TV in the living room until around midnight.
Yes. I know for certain we were together between 8 and midnight.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever get up during that time?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Such as to go to...
I don't think
Literally
so.
what I was thinking, actually.
Were there any screams or sounds of a struggle around 10 at night?
No, not at all.
I don't trust you, Jaren.
I see. That leaves me wondering who entered that room, when they did, and why they smashed all the fish tanks. The fish tanks are large and have thick glass. You'd think you'd hear them being smashed.
True.
What if this
All I
is
know for
all
certain
like an
is that we
accident
didn't
caused
hear
by the
anything
dog?
Do you often come in and out of this room?
Not at all. Only my father used this room.
What did the peacekeepers have to say when they saw the state of things in the room?
They said my father was stressed out. That he lost control and smashed all the tanks himself.
Was he actually stressed out?
Truth be told, my father was lamenting over a prized tropical fish he had accidentally killed that morning. I thought he could have done something extreme, given how much he regretted his mistake.
He did look rather depressed.
Still, my mild-mannered father would never do something like this.
Did you notice anything strange about your father during dinner?
He was sad about the fish, but he ate normally. I didn't notice anything in particular.
It's hard to think he was so distraught that he'd smash all the tanks on his own.
You're right. But that's what the Peacekeepers told us happened.
I'll take another look around. For now, I'd like to ask you to leave the room.
So you're gonna do that thing, yeah? I'm counting on you. Let's wait outside.
What are we gonna see? What exactly are we gonna see here?
The trump card is still face down. Time to use my post-cognition to see how things were at the time the body was first discovered. I see. I see.
Oh, but
it's not locked. Anyone could come and go through here. Perhaps this is how the culprit entered the place. There's a dead tropical fish in the drain on the veranda. Why would that be there? The paint stuck on the frame can be seen here.
Could have been. Oh yeah, there's the corpse.
The victim's body is kneeling against the edge of a fish tank, with his head inside. Like the other tanks, this one is smashed up too. Looking closely, he is soaking wet. It'd make sense if it was just his upper body. But for his whole body to be soaked is unusual.
Yeah, the place was flooded. That's why there's tape on the doors. I don't know why it was flooded or how it was flooded. That's the only thing that makes sense.
There are dead tropical fish everywhere. The whole floor is completely drenched. I'm beginning to see the truth behind this case. That's all the investigating I need to do for now.
Are you done?
The dog has something in her mouth.
Hey, Sugar!
What's this?
That's Sugar's favorite toy. It's just a rubber hose tied up in a knot. Ever since she was a puppy, Sugar has loved playing tug-of-war with a rubber hose. So I still make toys out of hoses like this.
Oh no!
But I don't think I made
Was
one
I
for
right?
her recently. Where did she get it from?
Was I right about the dog causing it?
Wow, that's interesting. Let me take a look.
Wait, don't touch it.
What's wrong?
Put that in a plastic bag without touching it directly. I believe it's evidence.
That's evidence?
Consider it a precaution.
How's the investigation going? Are the Peacekeepers right? Did my father pass away due to an accident? Or was it...
The answer is clear. This was no accident, but a murder.
Huh? Really?
What makes you think it's a murder?
My thinking.
I don't know. The walls are the most suspicious, right?
No, it's not enough to disprove the theory that it was an accident.
Okay, so, not the walls. That's right! No, you're right. No, you're right. The window. You're right, because it was unlocked. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Thank you, Looney.
No, it's not enough.
Window. Open.
No.
What? The floors? Wet?
No, it's not enough. The victim died with his head in the fish tank. Is that
so
right?
it's because the fish tanks were shattered? Okay.
Yes, that is certain.
As you can see, this fish tank was destroyed like all the others. That is far too strange. It means something logically impossible occurred.
Impossible? What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain it.
It was shattered
If
before
the
he
victim
died.
drowned with his head in the tank, then it had to be filled with water.
That's true, because if it was shattered before he died, he couldn't have drowned.
But as you can see, the fish tank is destroyed, meaning it is unable to contain water. Like with the other tanks, the water spilled out when it was smashed, emptying it. So how could the victim drown in a fish tank that held no water?
Oh, now that you mention it.
The peacekeepers claim the victim was disoriented and smashed the fish tanks himself. But if the victim was still alive when he smashed the fish tanks, it would have been impossible for him to have drowned. In other words, the victim was drowned, then placed next to the fish tank to make it seem like an accident. The culprit must have believed this camouflage would be enough to fool the peacekeepers.
Yeah, why is Jared not in here? Huh?
So my father was murdered.
Yeah, probably by
Yes,
Jared.
there is no mistake about it. This is murder.
Hold on.
Yeah, where's your buddy? Where'd Jared go, huh?
If the culprit wanted to make the victim look like he drowned, why did they destroy the fish tank? Didn't they realize their cover would be blown? And plus, all the fish tanks were destroyed, not just that one.
It must have been part of their plan for the peacekeepers to overlook this contradiction. However, destroying the tanks required a lot of effort. If the culprit did so despite the contradiction it created, then we have to assume there was an unavoidable reason behind it.
An unavoidable reason.
So, who is the culprit?
I must
your little buddy
investigate
Jared.
further to find that out. I'll report back once I find the answer.
Yes, please.
Has anyone outside your family entered or left the house recently?
I don't think so.
Were there any tradesmen who came to work on your place?
I can't think of any.
Allow me to change the question. Have you recently done any remodeling or repairs to the home?
Oh, now that you mention it.
Oh, yeah?
The rain gutters on the roof were broken, so Jaren fixed them.
Uh-huh.
He fixed the rain gutters?
Yes, he's an avid DIYer.
Yeah. Yeah?
He not only fixed the broken parts, but also checked the gutters around the whole building, which was a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't like Jared. Didn't like him from the start.
I see. That concludes my investigation.
Did the rain gutters go into
What?
that vent and
Are
fill
you
the
sure
room with
that's
water?
enough? Jeez, you're always off in your own world.
Oh no, I knew Jared was the murderer from the start.
I'm sorry about that. Our ace detective isn't very friendly. That being said, I believe this case will be solved soon. Please be patient for just a bit longer.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's Jared. That blue stain on the vent cover was probably that hose coming in from the rain gutter, flooding the room, taped the door shut, making
Halara,
it a
just
seal.
as you suspected, it could be the fiancé.
Yup.
Jaren has been living in the client's home and mooching off her since he got fired from his job a year back. He's in quite a lot of debt, too. At one point, he was spending almost all his time in casinos. He kept asking the client's father for money, but was always denied. Seems the father was also against their marriage.
So money is the motive. If the father were to die, the daughter would inherit everything. So if he married her, the money would be his.
Makes sense. The thing is, that man has an alibi. The victim's estimated time of death is 10 at night. There's no mistake that Jaren was with the client at that time.
Well, that could be, intentional.
Yeah, makes no sense to suspect Tetra, since she's our client. So we have to assume his alibi is airtight.
Right. I agree.
His alibi is perfect. Not only was he with Tetra at 10, but he was also with her for 2 hours before and after. So, as it stands, it's impossible for him to have killed the victim.
I don't know about that.
No, the alibi isn't a problem. It's possible if a certain trick was used.
A trick?
But I still lack hard evidence. Perhaps it's worth rolling the dice here.
Rolling the dice.
Hey, are you sure about this?
More dice?
We'll make our move tonight. Let's go to the client.
Is it true that you know the truth behind this case?
That's right, miss. Allow me to explain.
Miss?
The key detail for this case is the victim's cause of death. Without a doubt, the victim died by drowning. But making it look like he drowned in the fish tank was camouflage. Why would such a thing even be needed? Because it secured the killer's alibi.
You said that the victim's time of death was around 10 p.m. In other words, the culprit secured their alibi at the same time as they murdered the victim. Is that really possible?
Through a certain trick, it was possible to drown the victim even if the culprit wasn't there.
Drown him without being there?
The trick the culprit used was...
tape? Was it the hose? Flooded the room.
First, it involves this rubber hose.
That's Sugar's toy.
If you untie the knot, it returns to being a hose. This was what was first used in the crime.
How was it used? Don't tell me that's the murder weapon.
If you check the vent, you'll see the color of paint scraped on there matches the hose.
Yep.
It was likely passed through the vent.
Someone put the hose in the vent. Why would anyone do that?
It's nothing special. The hose was simply used for its original purpose.
Its original purpose?
To pass water through.
One end of the hose was placed on the edge of the rain gutter on the veranda side. Prior to this, the culprit adjusted the rain gutter so that the hose could be inserted into it. The rainwater from the gutter passed through the hose, filling the room.
Huh? What do you mean? Halara, you think this place got flooded with rainwater? That would drench the whole place.
When the body was found, the room was, in fact, drenched.
But that was because of the broken fish tanks, right?
That's part of it. But the main reason was due to rainwater pouring into the enclosed room.
Wait, what do you mean? What's the point in flooding this room with rainwater?
The culprit's goal was to secure their own alibi at the estimated time of death. This trick was necessary for that.
I don't get it. Can you explain from the beginning?
Let's go over what the culprit did on the day of the crime in order.
Okay.
First, the culprit mixed sleeping pills into the victim's dinner.
Oh.
While the victim was asleep, the culprit proceeded to prepare the trick.
Sleeping pills in his food? That reminds me. My father did seem sleepy shortly after eating dinner.
After dinner, the victim likely went to his room to lay down. The culprit then sneaked into his room and carried him out while he was asleep. That was how the victim was transported to this room.
At this point, you're sure he was still alive?
Of course. If the culprit murdered the victim earlier, then their alibi wouldn't have worked. The culprit had to murder him in such a way that would secure their alibi. The preparations were done in this room. After bringing the victim here, the culprit used duct tape on the gap near the door to weather strip it.
Weather strip? What's that?
It prevents water from leaking outside.
What do you mean?
Let me explain.
He created a seal so it wouldn't leak through.
After weather stripping the door, the culprit started destroying the fish tanks. The culprit likely covered them with cloth to dampen the noise. Once he smashed all of them, he leaned the victim onto the fish tank. The culprit then moved to the window on the veranda and weather stripped the outside of it. Finally, they took the hose connected to the rain gutter and passed it through the vent to the inside of the room. Preparations in place, the culprit left through the veranda and returned to the mansion as if nothing had happened.
How does that complete everything? The victim was still alive at the time, right? When was he murdered?
The victim naturally drowned after being left alone for several hours.
Yeah, we already know it was him.
How's that?
The rainwater from the rubber hose flooded the room in a few hours. The whole room was turned into a fish tank, this time filled with rainwater. And that is how the victim drowned.
Which explains
was flooded?
Why the water, or why the whole room, including the door and the walls, have that horizontal line all across it.
That can't be.
The proof lies in the stained walls.
Yes.
The day of the murder, the room must have been filled to that line with rainwater.
Rainwater killed the victim?
Correct. Only in this city could such an approach be possible.
It's true, because it's always raining.
The rain never stops in Kanai War. This makes it easy to estimate the amount of rainfall to a certain degree. So it is not impossible to create this alibi trick
like
with some calculation.
Hey, Bunby. How you doing, bud?
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Wouldn't it take at least half a day for the room to fill with enough rainwater to drown the victim?
I'm sure it would require more rainwater than usual to accomplish it. Which means you'd need to gather all the rain falling around this giant mansion.
Which is why him doing all of the gutter preparation for fixing the gutters was preparation enough to do it.
Gather all of it? How?
It would require slight adjustments to the rain gutters. After that, the rainwater would flow to the veranda.
Adjustments to the rain gutters?
There would be plenty of water if all of the rain that pours upon the mansion is rerouted to this room. That explains how the culprit secured their alibi while drowning the victim. In the morning, before the body was found, they removed the weather stripping and drained the water through the veranda. If you check the drain in the veranda, you should find dead tropical fish that were carried out with the rainwater. The culprit smashed the tanks beforehand to prevent rainwater from being stored inside. Well, that's how I would have done it. But maybe the culprit didn't realize that before they started draining the water. Seeing the fish tanks filled with rainwater, the culprit panicked and smashed all of the glass to hide the evidence. They must have carelessly broken the one fish tank the corpse was leaning on in the process. Isn't that how it went, Jaren? I'll be direct. You are the culprit.
Hold on. Is this some kind of joke?
I don't even know what color that is. It's like a yellow, like a yellowish, kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call that color.
Why would I kill my father-in-law? That's stupid.
But you were fixing the rain gutters a few days before the incident.
That's because you asked me to fix them. How does fixing some stuff pin me as the
Apparently
culprit?
called Pantone 448. Okay.
That's crazy talk.
So you intend on maintaining that you're not the culprit?
Of course!
Then we'll have to ask our little friend for the answer. Come here, sugar. This is the rubber hose used for the trick. There are scrapes on its surface. That's the proof. I'm sure the culprit tried to dispose of it, tying it into a knot before throwing it away. But our friend here found it for us. Good girl, sugar. Only the culprit has directly touched the rubber hose. I'm certain his scent is still on it. Tell us, sugar, who do you smell on this?
Good dog.
It is you.
This is complete nonsense. I won't accept it. If I have to, I'll kill all of you. Hey, don't tell me that you're really... I was so close to getting all of that money. Calm down. Hey!
Man, Yako, you're so easy to just...
I can kill the woman anytime. I'll start off with you. Damn you, detectives. This is your fault for sticking your nose into my life.
Can you handle this on your own, Chief?
I'm pretty bad at this sort of thing. Please help. Shut up! I'll kill...
Halara is a badass. I love it.
You saved me.
I never thought it would be like this. What am I supposed to do?
You got sugar.
You're not alone.
Huh?
That's what she's saying.
If you ever need help, come to us. The Nocturnal Detective Agency will always be at your service.
Thank you.
I should have waited until the last DLC came out, because these are pretty short. But it's not out yet. Oh, look at the kitty. Aww.
As promised, you can keep that cat here.
Yo.
I don't need your help. That's what the cat is saying.
Come on, this cat thinks it's some sort of hard-boiled detective.
The last one is going to be, oh shit, what's his name? You know, the guy, the depressed guy is like, I'm gonna die someday. What is his name? Whatever his name is.
Well,
Vivia, yeah, that guy.
I suppose I don't mind.
This city is a difficult place to live. Even for the animals.
Right. I hope we can keep solving the mysteries here to make this city a better place. And make it a nicer place for them to live too.
I sincerely hope so.
You're so cold to humans that you like animals.
Are you teasing me?
See? There you go again, making that scary face. Seeing you play with the cat, you look kinda cute. It sure would be nice to see more of that smile around here. I hope you keep using your powers to change this city. I know you can do it. For their sake, too.
That depends on the payment.
Come on. Well, how's this? Consider it the reward for this case. And maybe you could ask for permission next time.
Thanks.
F humans, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, the moment I saw Jaren, I'm like, that's the guy. He killed him. He's the murderer. But yeah, that's the last one that I have before the video one comes out. So that's it for me tonight, I think, because that's all I had planned. Maybe sometime soon we'll finish, I don't know, Diablo. We'll work on that. We'll work on, maybe me, Naira, and Asu can play some Destiny 2 on stream. That'd be fun. What else do I have to finish? I already finished the Pokemon DLCs, so those are done. WrestleQuest I need to finish, you're right, thank you. I have a bunch of stuff I can still finish, so we'll work on that at some point in time. But for now, let me switch over here. Alright. So, for now, we'll leave it there. Let me check. Yeah, Asu, you did drive quite a lot. But let me check and see who's streaming right now. One of these days after I start streaming, we'll play something together. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Also, for those of you still watching, for those of you still watching, I know she doesn't have any videos or anything right now, but go give Looney a follow. She will be starting to stream soon. I don't know when, but it'll be soon. Please give her a follow so that when she does start streaming, you could watch. Because I plan on watching her first stream, for sure. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm glad you got a new computer that you can stream with, and that you're so excited for streaming. I'll try and help you with your layout whenever I get a chance. One of these days. But yeah, let's see who's streaming right now. I don't know who I'm gonna send it over to. I have plenty of people streaming, like Zacronus. Dano is streaming. Dano is streaming Valorant. Zacronus is streaming something called Boomen. Should probably get OBS installed soon and have you help me set it all up. Yeah, good. Do that. Do that. You know what? Let's just get you over to Zacronus, I think. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you over to Zacronus. It is Friday the 13th. Well, it was Friday the 13th. It is now Saturday. At least for the East Coast, it is Saturday. But let's get you all over to Zacronus. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful night. I'm probably gonna get some sleep here in a little bit. But, yeah. You all take it easy. Give Looney a follow. And I will see you soon. Later.